It's the Urban Azania podcast show, episode 6, take 1.
Are you sure it's take 1? You see, you're not doing your job. This is take 2.
But only because they had a minor little technical difficulty in the background. Yeah. But it's a take 1.
Parents lying to the people out
there. You are lying. You are deceiving.
This will be the first take.
Deception.
This is what you call America.
I like to keep the consistency between the shows. So if I have to lie to you guys, I'm sorry, guys.
Wait, what's the difference between a white lie and a black lie again?
I don't know. The color.
The color. I wanted to say that, but I was like, no, that's too obvious.
No, but really, what's the difference between a white lie and a black lie?
I don't know there's a black lie, to be honest with you. I just know there's a white lie.
Oh, there is that. Oh, look at myself. I'm probably going to be a meme. Even a black lie. Okay, there is no black lie.
I've never heard of a black lie.
Never. Is there a blue lie, maybe?
Maybe. If you lie out of the blue, maybe technically. Consider a blue.
Okay. Would you consider it a white lie if you were lying to spare somebody's feelings for something?
Yeah, I suppose.
Because
sometimes you can't tell the whole truth.
What if you spare someone's feelings, but they found out later, and the small lie becomes a big thing later than it would be if you told them at the same time.
The thing is, you shouldn't be lying. If you are lying, you better remember your lie so you know how to cover. Because somehow it creeps back up.
So you in other words, you're the type of liar that keeps track.
No, I'm just saying, if I am forced in a situation where I have to keep a white lie to keep the peace, I know in the back of my mind, I better know this lie.
I hope a certain somebody is going to watch this.
5 years.
My friend's got a little black book there.
You guys are setting me up for destruction over here.
Yeah, I hope somebody. So last week you were telling girls that they're too irrational and they're emotional and guys are rational. Now you are taking out your files. They have a book of lies.
I'm just giving advice. Like, if someone was to lie, just remember your lie, because sometimes it gets brought back up later.
The real question is, Farron, how many chapters are in this book?
Yeah. Hey, man,
I'm still on the premise of the first page, so I'm still innocent, guys. Okay. I don't lie.
This
that
is
much.
Probably not a book; it's a scroll. There's no pages.
It just keeps rolling.
Man,
just continues.
Here he.
It's on a toilet roll. You're just gonna keep pulling down the lives.
What would you say is the biggest lie you've ever told?
I don't know.
That's a deep question.
That's a deep question, right?
Actually, I shouldn't ask this
question.
And we might get arrested.
Do you have any deep lies? Do you have any deep lies that you've kept?
I feel like you wouldn't be alive if you don't have secrets.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's a difference between a secret and a lie.
Yeah.
A lie would be you saying it's a secret, but you don't tell the full secret. Yeah, sis, I feel like a philosopher. My girlfriend calls it. Michelle calls it a false truth, because you're telling the truth, but you're hiding the real truth behind your actions or what's been done.
Okay.
So it's a nice way to call it.
I know that we haven't introduced ourselves, but this is my thing with the world, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the only way somebody can ever really believe a lie is if you tell a huge portion of the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I get you.
So, looking at that, what's your take on people that bash your religion?
Yeah.
Because in order to believe religion, they need to tell you a large part of the truth with some lies. So does that mean that certain things don't exist at all, or people just choose not to differentiate between the truth and not the truth?
Oh, that's deep. Deep.
I always think about that. Yeah. Because there's always people who always bash a certain religion. And they're like, no, I don't believe this because I know they lied to us and they made this up. Then I'm like, no, in order for it to be believable, maybe 80% of it is true and they had to filtrate it between the 20% to use it for them. So the problem is with you. You don't want to take the time to realize or to see what is not the truth. That's always my take on religion. I promise. That's always my take on religion. It's like, since there's so many videos of maybe, let's say, people banning maybe is Islam or banning Christianity or banning this, then my thing is, okay, if it's really such a lie, then you're supposed to search that. The only way people can believe it is if most of it is true.
Yeah.
But maybe either the way it was used or certain parts of it.
King James needs to be questioned then. We need it.
You know?
Yeah. And that's supposed to be the most accurate version of the Bible there is.
No,
But
it's not.
I don't know if I believe
There's
that.
way more.
There's so many.
Guys, I know we started off deep, but I thought I should put that down. That's what I always
That's
tell
a nice
people.
something. It's good to think about these things.
Hitler said something powerful. He said, if you tell a lie long enough, it eventually becomes
the truth.
But the thing is, in order for you to do that, you have to maybe tell it until one generation dies.
Yes.
And then the new generation.
You're making me feel like I'm the Hitler now because I said you need to remember your lie.
Bro, you're always the Hitler. You always say things that get you into trouble. So you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm the guy. Yo, so everybody, it is the Urban Azania podcast show. I'm your boy, Farron, a.k.a. Lord Fahrenheit, a.k.a. Skinny Cappuccino, a.k.a. the infamous Foxtrot Hotel, a.k.a. I had a new a.k.a. I'm just trying to remember what it is.
Is it Bhovamania?
Hey, Bhovamania. Snaps, clicks, flavor.
Onto something there. That's something.
Yo. And I'm chilling with my boys, Jamie and Mwanda. You guys take the stage.
We can't introduce ourselves now because you did it for us.
Yeah. But you guys know the AKs.
Killed our thunder.
Yeah, he just killed it. We can't even say our
AKAs I want to get out. Like, come on.
Got a couple of albums in there, bro.
Yo, my bad.
Taking this AKA thing too far. But yeah, man, it's your boy, man. I'm a Pumula all the way from Durban, South Africa. The guy who's recently back on a diet. Kanye West said something very powerful. Never call it a diet because it has the word die in it.
Hey, bars.
Hey, man, I'm a philosopher today. My goodness, yes. These drinks that are in here, we're not saying what. Hey, they're doing what?
We're going deep today for some reason. But it's good though. We don't mind it.
But yeah, man, COVID was real and I just need to watch what I'm eating. Bro. But yeah, no AKAs for today.
No AKA.
Yeah. He already killed the vibe. So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And as per usual, it's the one and only Jamie.
Nah, we're gonna bring the energy back up again. No. AKA J Smooth with a V. AKA Died Mikasa.
All day, every day.
AKA something with a J.
All day, every day.
AKA Jimbo Slice.
Yeah.
AKA the guy who has a beard.
Yeah. AKA stomach. AKA stomach.
Really not, Casey? Really?
Casey, where does that come? Is that a vibe?
So Jamie, at one stage, he started eating a lot. And
he's always been
someone to eat a lot.
Okay.
All right. And so when we had our crew back in the day, that was our nickname for him because we never know where it went.
Whoa, that's deep.
We used to call him stomach.
Hey, bro, good chow,
But it wasn't stomach, we call him stomach. You know, like in a proper, like, colored, Durban colored.
You understand that in Zulu, your name is Isisu. Like the most Mkaba. Oh, hey, Mkaba. Yo.
Hey, that's the new AK for him.
That's what I'm gonna call you from now on.
AK Mkaba.
Hey, Mkaba.
Young Mkaba.
Hanging, dog.
Young Mkaba.
Young Mkaba.
Cool Mkaba.
Hey, man. So, listen, last week, we said a lot today, man.
Yeah.
By the way, before we shut this, the weather in Durban, you know when it's like the sun is not out, but the humidity is in the clouds.
It's still sunning.
Yeah, so we were like very low energy, until some people made some plans and now we're back up again.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, last week we had a topic that we said we want to speak about today. Oh, my bad.
Yes. Oh, snaps. Sorry.
We forgot to mention the one and only.
I feel terrible.
I accept.
Yeah, we feel bad.
I made a mess.
Apologize.
I accept.
It's the pizza.
Guys, see, that's karma coming back around. It made me feel terrible for bringing the energy. Now they're feeling it.
That's proper karma. Actually, it wouldn't be an episode. Yeah, without the man who's wearing a blue t-shirt for his team. Representing. Yeah, every time. You're not allowed to wear red anytime soon. Yeah. If you do, you're going to be Liverpool until you wear blue again.
Yeah.
We got the gift and himself behind the scenes, making sure that we're looking good.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You must make sure you check out his profile.
AKA gift with the gifts. What? AKA the gift that keeps on giving.
The gift of givers. Hey, by the way, go to the gift of givers, guys. December is coming up and Christmas things are happening.
Christmas things. Christmas around the corner already.
Yo.
Like, where's this year going?
Bro, COVID came and then Christmas is tomorrow. That's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? It's like before you know it's going to be Christmas.
Do you think it's possible for us to have another lockdown because of something next year?
I really, really hope not.
They're trying to push that narrative, but I don't think
it will happen because, like, especially because this time of the year, the country makes so much money. So to cancel the festive season, we're going to go into next year on a downer.
So it's either you die or you don't. It's up to you.
I think the economy won't allow.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hey, man, you're using such big words as economy.
Sorry, and I don't think it'll allow for us to have another lockdown because, I mean, just imagine how much we've lost thus far. And we're still trying to find the 500 billion. Can you imagine now trying?
We are there. That was our Christmas present money, bro. It's gone.
It's gone now, bro.
No Christmas present.
That's our Christmas clothes. I grew up back in the day. We used to have Christmas clothes, man.
Bro.
Can you imagine?
And now, funny enough, because now my birthday is in less than a month. Just saying,
okay,
putting it out there.
Okay,
putting it out there.
And
I was actually talking to a friend of mine the other day. And I know this is like a tradition in the colored community. I don't know if I don't know what I'm talking about, where you would have to have your birthday outfit. Colored people like doing this birthday outfit, but for most times, and the person who I was speaking to, they're like, yeah, but don't forget, it's always everything must be matching from head to toe. So if you're wearing a Lacoste shoe, you must have a Lacoste sweater, a Lacoste pants, a Lacoste cap. It's like you'll spend your bonus on your birthday outfit.
Let me tell you something. Some guys had it easy.
Yeah.
In the black community growing up, you had stay-at-home clothes and going to town clothes. You know how extreme that is, dog. Only after you include hey, wait, why are you wearing that t-shirt? Huh? We're not going to town today. You're going to play. Hey, you can't wear that. And then there was Christmas clothes.
That's another one.
Christmas clothes. Christmas clothes.
And the funniest thing is,
you get them if you true.
Yeah.
You get them if you
the funniest thing is you see, like, the person I was talking to, she gave me an example. Is like Christmas Day, you'll see everybody in their stay-at-home clothes, stocking on their head, alles like unshaven. Come 12, 1 o'clock when it's time to eat, you see everybody stepping out, fresh.
You do the thing of going to your friend's house and around. Yeah, we definitely did that. Especially if you know the food at home wasn't bouncing that much. Like,
I decided this year I'm getting myself a birthday outfit.
I think out of getting a birthday outfit.
Birthday outfit, bro.
It's not just okay, I was about to say.
Not a birthday suit.
Keep it PG-13. Keep it PG-13. No birthday suits rocking up naked.
Hey, this is gonna sound bad, but for the longest time I didn't know what the birthday suit was.
Is it?
No, I'm serious.
I keep setting myself up for this disaster. You keep setting yourself up for memes. That's
for real. You are becoming one.
You see, I'm not the only black person who didn't know what it was. Like, for the longest time, you watch stand-up comedy growing up. You watch Friends. You're still in primary. People say birthday suits. Then the people laugh in the back. I'm like, birthday suits.
Birthday suit.
Like, I didn't even ask anyone. After some years, like, it's actually even literal. It's
your birthday suits.
Because you born birthday suits, nothing. I'm like,
what? Putting it down.
Yo, it was
but like, you guys must also share with us your Christmas experience, what you're gonna do for Christmas and stuff. Because I know I make it a habit of on Christmas Day, I make sure I do about 3 stops. Like when you're talking about visiting friends and stuff. I visited about 3 or 4 people within Christmas after lunch.
That's cool, guys. You don't have to act weird. We're doing some sound things while we're shooting the episode. So I'm sure if you were listening, we were a bit loud, but now...
No, it's not us. It was just Farron. Farron's
it was just him.
Projecting my voice.
There we go.
Okay, we're supposed to start now. I don't know. We're starting how many times? I can't feel bad now. No. We can actually do...
We're just keeping it rolling.
To talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were talking about the topic from last week.
Yeah, we were talking about the topic from last week.
So Mwanda got...
No, that's not the topic.
Oh, that's not the topic. Oh,
jumping the gun, you Farry.
I'm just trying to give you the build up, but it's fine. We'll start with the topic. Let's go with the topic.
So the topic was this. Jamie asked the question. He said, if you propose, and the certain person who's been proposed to says no, are you still dating? I don't know. A lot of people.
That's an interesting topic for me. I'd like to know.
I think maybe if they say no, maybe sometimes the partner means like we're not ready yet. Maybe they're seeing it from all the angles, like in long term. Maybe like if you're doing this now, maybe you're not financially ready, or maybe sometimes they might not take you that serious. Maybe a person that's not there yet, you know.
No, but that's the worst refusal. They don't take you serious.
The
And they
worst.
laugh.
Why are you in the relationship?
Are you really
You know what I'm
proposing?
saying?
Are you serious? Imagine they laugh it off. Yeah, sis.
Because
Yeah, sis.
I honestly speaking, I think if that was the case, then I'd be like, no, I'd definitely say, okay, this relationship is over.
Yeah.
Bye.
So
because if they're not taking you serious enough to be like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Then obviously they're not really seeing a future with you.
I think the problem with the proposal is that, especially if it's public.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's tough.
Like, imagine, okay, let me start with you. Let's start here instead of talking about other people. You do a public proposal, né? And then it's a turn down, but a nice turn down. Like, like you're saying, like maybe, obviously at the moment you don't know the reason why.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe it's public. Like, everybody's clapping, the phones are out. Would you continue with that relationship?
Hell no.
Would you?
Hell no.
I don't know. It hits different. It definitely hits different. Like
I know it's an ego moment because you'd be like, your ego would be bruised. You'd feel offended. You'd be like, why are they like rejecting me? But at the same time, like, at least lie to the person, you know?
Yeah.
From my side, I'd say yes. And even if I didn't want to, honestly, I'd pull a Farron in this moment, bro.
Why?
I'd be like, just for the sake of like not offending the person in public, bro. Can you imagine you proposing and say there's like 100 people around, all right? You propose in a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah.
The person turns around and says no. Now you've got 100 people looking around at you going, ish. Shame.
Are you even going to do that? Or are you still going to sit down and eat?
I would walk out, bro.
You're saying no.
Like, check, please.
Okay, Gift, what would you do?
What would you do?
You break up?
You break up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The thing is, a proposal isn't immediate. A proposal isn't immediate marriage. It's not to say, well, okay, because I'm proposing to you, I want to marry you right now, okay? So if you don't see any sort of future, that you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's a different... Okay, so you saying that it's simply just saying that...
An engagement is just a thing to say, well, check here. I see a future with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Yeah.
Here's a symbol of my love. It's not to say, well, because I'm it's not to say, well, because we're getting engaged, that tomorrow we're going to get married. Fair enough, we maybe still have things to work through. We still have some growing to do. Cool. But we can do that within the engagement.
I would like to know where the Beehive stands on this, because Beyonce said if you like it, put a ring on it. And imagine one of the Beehive members says no to their partner proposing to them. Hey, bro, that would cause contradiction.
It's a hectic one, because I feel like even if because the first thing is if they say yes in public, to tell you afterwards that, no, I just didn't want people to think. Yeah. It's a world of social media, my man. People want to post that thing exciting. We saw such a beautiful proposal happen in front of us. Then one of your friends somehow sees a mutual friend. Then they share it. So it's viral. You guys are getting married.
Would you prefer having to explain the situation that way, or having to explain how you got rejected in public and having that go viral?
Bro, because
honestly speaking, that's more than likely. A person getting rejected in public is more likely to go viral than somebody proposing and them saying yes.
Okay, but look at it this way. If you get rejected in public and people see it, when they see you, it's not going to be, oh, Jay, we're so proud of you. Oh, man, how does it feel to be engaged? Then you now have to start again explaining, like, hey, man, so basically...
what happened was...
At least the first one is painful and embarrassing, but when they see you, they can be sensitive.
I got a story, though. I had a friend that proposed to their girl a while back. Can't mention names. You guys know him, but I don't think you will. I don't think you'll get who. Because very only close friends knew about this.
Okay.
But he proposed to his girlfriend for, I think, I don't know how many. They've been together forever, and she had said yes, but shortly afterwards they had broken up. So it's like, what happens in that sense? Because now people are still anticipating this marriage, this wedding, this whole expectation of, yo, you guys are engaged.
But proposed, I think that would happen in any sort of engagement situation. Like,
What is shortly after?
Yeah, that's a good question. What is shortly after?
Because the thing is, shortly after 2 weeks, then I survive. So shortly after 5 months, it's like it's a relationship. These things happen.
Yeah. I think it could have been after 5 months, but still, the expectation was because the way the gesture was done so strongly. It's a big gesture.
For sure.
It was. The thing is, it went viral. It was big. It was publicized. It was in the city known. Okay. That this happened, that they were together.
Short.
And now it's not. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Hey, guys, these things of engagements, man. Yeah. It's a good, I don't know. But I think there's possible, what you're saying is true. I'm trying to think of the possibility of someone declining and you'll still stay in a relationship.
You know the thing is also, just to stop you there, it's like, we also need to separate the people with like normal lives and normal friends and normal circles, whereas we also looking at it from where we have a bit more celebritized circles. So sometimes with a celebritized circle, the expectation is different.
Yeah.
It's still as important equally. It's just that you're in the eyes in one side, whereas the other side, you don't have like the whole city looking at you, or the whole country looking at you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it also...
it's a catch-22. But like I'm saying also, I'm really trying to think of what situation let's say someone declines. What would be the declining reason for you to carry on dating them, to say, okay, you know what, that makes sense. Okay, I see.
What?
Strike one. Give say strike one.
This is like, I give you a warning. Strike one.
Written one.
Strike two. Strike two. It's not even strike two.
A disciplinary hearing.
This is final warning.
I would feel uncomfortable if I had to get declined. In the future, I'm like, I'm not doing this. You're gonna do this to me.
That's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. Exactly. Because I imagine also it's an extravagant proposal. Like you go all out, bro. And the next minute they turn around and say no. Do you feel, but you end up staying with the person, do you feel now you got to top that in order to do it again? Or you're going to turn around and say, okay, well, check here. Since you said no to me, when you're ready, you can propose.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about females proposing to you?
I got no problem with it.
I do.
Why?
I do.
My ego won't like allow me.
It's like I'm going on a first date.
What's that phrase that friend likes to throw around?
No, I like to toxic masculinity. I get that, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. Like, I just personally feel like if I was preparing for it and building up to the proposal, but I get proposed to first, it's going to kill my shine a bit. I'm going to be like, yo, but like in the back of my head, I said something special for you as well. And you are proposing to me.
Would you be okay?
Would you be okay?
Like, my man, you know that this is the one.
Exactly.
No, but listen. Okay, but I'm just saying though, this is the one. There's no two ways about it. You're still going to lobola and you're still going to do everything. But the actual go down on one knee. Because now if you say, it goes back to what we say. Now, if you say no, then what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, Brahmi, I wouldn't
say there's some traditions with different cultures. So yeah, gifts coming from the Zulu tradition. Hey, that's what it is. Yeah, there's some tradition that he's talking about.
I don't know, bro. It's like I don't know. It's the same thing as first date. First date, I know I must pay.
Yeah,
it's almost like the same thing for me. It's like you're the guy. I have to, but hey, it takes away. I mean, if you do that, I'll say yes, so I don't break your heart. But I'll top up your proposal.
I appreciate Jamie's. I actually appreciate Jamie's, openness to it, though. He's actually maybe feeling like a snack. Maybe he feels like he needs to be proposed to. Maybe he's the baddie in the relationship.
He's the baddie.
You know what I'm saying? Shawty's a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's feeling like that.
It is a different world, and it's obviously going to be
very progressive, Jamie.
It's very, actually, that's the most progressive
thing
about
man cave, right?
Progressive man cave. Yeah. Talking about other things, I feel this is just as bad as a proposal.
Yeah.
All right. Here's Farron.
Yeah.
Farron is going for a battle at BC1.
Yeah.
All right. He gets there. He's moving with his significant other.
Yeah.
As they get there, he's about to battle. When he looks, there's the opponent. Jamie's right there. They're about to go in.
Yeah.
As he looks up, his significant other is hyping Jamie. Yo, Jamie, you got this. You can win. No. Taking it back. Now, Kim Kardashian is busy hyping Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Instead of, I'm saying Joe Biden. Sorry, not the artist, Biden. Instead of his husband. This is just as bad.
This is just as bad because the media's taken to it, bro. The media has taken to it.
That to me is like a public slap in the face, bro. Honestly. Your own husband, bro. Like,
I feel like if you had differences, at least don't take it public.
Like, exactly. My thing is, okay, so Kanye has proven to somewhat be somewhat more humble than what he's been in the past, given from his interviews. And he's a very confident person, borderline people call him arrogant, etc. So it's like that balance of like, is he okay with, is his confidence sort of making him still feel like it's fine, she was just giving him support?
Also a deep question.
Or is his ego actually getting the better of him and being like, yo, my wife, who would have potentially been the first lady or still in the running of being the first
because
lady?
He hasn't said anything publicly.
Because he hasn't said anything publicly.
But knowing Kanye, he either won't say something, or if he does, he'll take it overboard.
Because it'll be on the song.
Let's be honest. Like as of late, like the dude has been like he's been somewhat private about his affairs, family wise, which I can respect, bro. I wouldn't expect him to air his issues out there. You know, obviously in the past things have been a little bit different, but I can see as of late the man's been a little bit more level headed when it comes to these sort of things. So I wouldn't expect him to bash his wife publicly. But
that's a low.
There's definitely a conversation that needs to be had behind closed doors.
That's a low.
Maybe she out of
that is
the pure sports or whatever. The whole politics how it goes down. Maybe out of pure sport, she's like, well done, and maybe the media has taken.
Because if you think about it, the whole time he was on this whole political campaign, bruh, she had nothing to say about it.
True.
Well said.
This man was out here making promo videos, doing the most. She was quiet about it.
Also, another thing, it's from what you're saying, the thing is, I didn't really see the original post or if she said anything. Was it just a picture that is blown out of proportion, or does she genuinely support his views and what he has to do for the country?
It was a picture. I'm not too sure about where she stands with her views with him. Sorry, but I don't know. Again, as I said, media does like to take things out of context. So maybe they've taken what they've seen and pushed the narrative a little further than what it could have actually been.
But also, nonetheless, I feel like when you are in that spotlight, you should be careful with how you tread because she doesn't have a picture with Kanye.
Definitely.
Yeah, true.
So even if she didn't say she supports Joe Biden, the picture itself, a picture speaks 1,000 words.
Exactly.
So there's a phrase say. So if she doesn't have a picture with Kanye as he's running and just a picture with this other dude.
Yeah. And it's not even to say, well, like Kanye had a picture with him.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was a picture with both of them and Joe Biden, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But the fact that Kanye doesn't have a picture with Biden, so I mean, we already know that Kanye is more supportive of Trump than anything else. So you already know his political views when it comes to the Democrats and the Republicans. So if it was both of them, or even if Kanye had said something positive about Biden, like he supports him, cool, then the picture would have been fine. But the fact that we know that Kanye is a Trump supporter, and then she goes and still, has the picture with Biden, that's like a public slap in the face.
This is true. But like, where would you guys stand? How do you guys feel if it was like your wife, your loved one? How does it affect your ego, your confidence?
I would like to believe that it wouldn't even happen in the first place.
Yeah, because that's in
the first place. Like
you're supposed to be rolling together. You're supposed to be day one.
It's even a discussion of what would I do. I would love to believe that would
because regardless whether she supports him or not, like it's not to say that she cannot support Biden. Hey, bro, everyone's entitled to their own political views, but don't make it public.
That's like. I mean, obviously, when you're in a relationship with someone, it's bound to see that you're not going to believe in everything I do. Yeah. Or maybe the word is not believe. You're not going to be, excited about everything I do. But because we're in a relationship together, sometimes you have to be excited about the things that you're excited about, even though I'm not. Exactly. Because I support you. I'm with you. So if you like to chill and think a podcast and be gone away for a couple of hours, I may not like it, but you know what? I support what you're trying to push with your people.
Exactly.
Which is hectic.
It's hectic.
It's like what's it like? AKA and Casper dropping an album at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm married to Casper, but then I post an IG video bumping AKA's album.
My nigga, before we even talk about that, well, how long you guys married?
That's another one.
Yo.
Man, on other news, you know, since we still
that
are the
actually flew
progressive...
right over my head. I just got that now.
yeah. You know, we the progressive man cave. I know you guys told me about a topic with regards to Stacey Norman. Huge shout out, East Coast.
Yeah, shout out
really
Stacey.
Amazing soul, amazing person. What happened?
So she had taken to the Espresso show.
Yeah.
Airing a topic of her being body shamed.
I don't understand though. Stacey
over social media.
Stacey's a flame.
Yeah, Stacey is a flame.
Okay, yeah, she is a flame. She's
but I think the biggest thing out of what was the hardest pill to swallow out of the whole situation for her, that the cyberbullying was actually coming from women.
And this is
where the twist is. Was it really? It was like genuinely.
It was
like
a genuine
just
like
maybe
women were going at her like, you know, body shaming, like saying, shame, you need something in this department, or this is this and that. Like going in on her body, bro. Like,
I don't understand. Like
that don't make sense to me.
Cyberbullying on its own is a thing. Like, you know, people I know people come up with the terms trolls and stuff like that. There's just people on the internet that are out there to just make people's lives miserable.
Yeah.
And I know that before maybe we used to take light of it. Yeah. But people have feelings. Yeah. They have emotions too. Yeah. I don't think anybody goes onto social media to try and not feel some type of way. Type of thing. So you're expecting it to be a positive space, a positive environment. Yeah. So man, if you're one of those cyber bullies, listen, man, just
stop it.
Let's find a new hobby.
My thing is why are us guys trying to be the mediators over here? Why are women like cyberbullying other women? That you guys should be supportive of each other. You know, I feel like us intervening, it shouldn't even be. We shouldn't be intervening. Like how often? Like, okay, you do get one or two moments where guys are body shaming women, which like that guy from that owns that gym wear that got caught.
And yes, I called him a cake because he's a cake.
Yeah, the cake. But anyway, like he's So you do get one or two of them, but like for women in general, I'm sorry, just to bring it back for women to body shame other women, that is so not on in this day and age. We're supposed to be pushing a different narrative.
My thing is, women already in this country, so sad to say, and I don't know if the word is confidently say, but they're already going through enough.
Exactly.
I mean, on a weekly basis, Gift was showing me a picture that went viral. I think was it a young mom and a girl, they were both topless and they were saying something about please stop whatever you're doing to us men and stuff like that. Like they're already going through enough. Like we are putting them through enough.
Exactly.
It's not even we are already putting them through enough. And I do feel that it's I do understand how Stacey feels. It will definitely be a low blow. That they're not supporting each other. We already putting them through enough.
I'm sure it was like something shocking to encounter as well. Because I mean, you wouldn't like, to me, like when I first read the article, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, right? She's gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman.
She's stunning.
Why?
Yeah. Like my thing is,
it don't even make any sense.
You know what it is?
Is it out of jealousy? Is it like
she's attractive? She's got a good figure. I don't understand where the body shaming or the cyberbullying comes from. And then at the same time, she got a great, like, big personality.
Exactly.
But at the same time, those are the three things that a lot of people get intimidated by, whether you're male or female. Not really, males don't see it that way. It's mainly if a man's woman is finding some other guy attractive, then the ego gets bumped up. But you do notice females do feel some sort of a way when someone is obviously taking the shine in the room with their personality, their presence. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So in a sense, maybe something like that has gone and women have taken to cyberbullying. But my thing is, Stacey, like, do you think keep shining, it's like keep intimidating? You know what I mean?
It's similar in a sense of something we had spoken about like recently, where I know we might be portraying negative mindset when it comes to certain women, because there's not generalized. We've seen it in specific cases, but sometimes women can have the kind of mindset where it's not like I want something like what you have. I want what you have. So in that space, it could be a sense of like, well, I'm actually jealous of what she has and because I don't have it. So I'm gonna be, negative and attack her.
I think the other bigger part of this whole thing is that I know we're specifically talking about Stacey, but in general, like they don't have to be appealing to your eye. You know, they don't have to be beautiful to you. Exactly. They don't have to be successful in some whatever thing. Just cyberbullying, and especially female too. Actually, the whole thing shouldn't just be happening.
Exactly.
You know, because the other part of the narrative is that I'm not trying to push that just because you're more attractive than so and so, you should be less bullied or you should be more bullied.
Nobody should be bullied
in the first place. But specifically talking about Stacey, it's like that just doesn't make sense.
Just on top of that, just because we're from Durban, we try to push, you know, Durban creatives and just Durban personalities. She is having an event happening on the 28th.
I don't know.
Everyone look up for that. I know Jay Spoo from her partner on the East Coast Radio Showcase will be the house DJ. It's going to be yoga, some fitness activities going on. Okay. I think I forgot where the location is.
Yoga though, but I'm there.
So if everyone's watching, like there's something to look forward to.
Just check it out on the socials.
28th of November. 28th of November, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's something dope to check out. There's something dope to check out.
So shout out to that.
You know, speaking about this whole male and female narrative, and just cyberbullying and all these things.
Switch it, bring it back.
We're just gonna switch it a little bit to take it overseas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's happening with Johnny Depp? Just give us more breakdown of the story, because I also recently found out about this whole thing.
So okay, for most people, obviously know the whole situation, what happened, because I mean it's been very publicized. The whole situation now between Johnny Depp and I don't know if they are divorced yet.
I don't know.
Or going through a divorce. Okay, I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Let's take it back. For the people who really don't know, Johnny Depp is the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean,
Fantastic Beasts, among other things.
And the wife
everybody knows who Jack Sparrow is.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
So, and his wife is Amber Heard. So she, I don't know, I can't remember the character's name that she played in.
She played
in Aquaman. She was the one.
She was the redhead one in Aquaman. Yeah. Among other things. I mean, she's been in a lot of different movies. She's been around for a while. So they were obviously married for a while, and they've gone through this whole public separation, divorce, and out of it has become these like abuse accusations, first from her side and then from his side, and there's been a whole legal battle going back and forth. So recently what happened, Johnny Depp sued a newspaper or a news outlet in the UK over an article that they published about him. He opened up a court case against him, took them to court. He ended up losing the court case.
Oh, snap.
And in the process of that, ended up getting fired from the new movie that he's doing, that Fantastic Beasts 3.
Oh, snap.
So obviously his fans were all up in arms about it. Everyone was like losing them out. This is unfair, which I also feel is unfair.
Yeah,
it is.
It's I mean, come on.
It's a personal thing that is going
regardless of what you think of the situation, regardless whether you take his side, whether you take her side, I think
they're just thinking about profit.
It just brings back to like the Kateko Maboy situation. You shouldn't take away someone's livelihood.
No, it's not. I don't think it's fair. Fair. He was fired from the movie. So now some people have taken to obviously social media to now campaign against Amber Heard, saying that no, she mustn't be in Aquaman 2. I need to replace her.
I feel that's. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna play
at this moment in time, if you look at it from an outsider perspective, it might look like a bit of a petty game of back and forth.
Yeah.
But the thing is also the way she's responded to it, I think is what's making it, what's kind of fueling the fire, because let's be honest, she's being very arrogant about it.
She's literally showing like you get that sense of entitlement, like that real like privileged type of that annoying mindset, sort of personality and mindset, because the way she's responded, like the paid Facebook partition that's happened, it doesn't count. So therefore, it's like she's still gonna keep her job. Like she may be technically right, but at the same time, the way she's approaching everyone's opinion towards it,
it's almost like I won, you lost.
I won, you lost. But at the same time, she's been wrong in what she's done. Like apparently, she was the one that's behind the abuse between the two in the couple.
So
apparently, there's been a lot of like back and forth about it. There's obviously like he's come forward and admitted certain things. People are within their circles have also like come out and spoken about it. And there is some proof of abuse from her side as well, and not just like emotional or like physical abuse.
Hey man, this is crazy. So now, hey,
it's a bit of a thing. You'll never know the true story because we're not involved in it. Nobody will ever know the true story.
And plus, like you have someone that's that gives you that sense of entitlement and privilege. You're never going to get the right response from either party.
Guys, these breakups are. I don't understand breakups that drag and become nasty and involve friends and involve things and stuff like that. I do understand that the breakup itself is going to be painful. Yeah. But now that means you haven't technically broken up. If it's now really just going to drag other people into it, it just becomes a bit petty and stuff like that. On to nicer news in hip hop.
In hip hop, yes.
In hip hop,
we got like a little music segment, a little proper hip hop segment in the true culture of hip hop. We use battles to what's the word? Just to create status. Respect between each other.
Let's show them what the battle's like. Let's show them what the battle's like. Let's showcase. So I'm a beatbox and you two are going to go at it. Let's go.
Hell no. But I mean, if you look at it, it's like all forms of like hip hop within it. DJing is DJ battles, like dancing is dance battles, like rapping is rap battles. Battling and hip hop go hand in hand. Yeah. So
it's the sport of that part of the culture,
it's the sport, So I mean, like recently, there's been that whole versus thing that's been going on with producers and artists and stuff, where they've been putting two kind of like giants of a certain genre or whatever, up against one another, and just like kind of going hit for hit, to see who's better than the other. So, and there's been some interesting battles that have come out of it.
This just brings me to the newest topic is people feel that Eminem and Busta Rhymes should go head to head at Versus.
Oh man, this is going to be interesting. It's the same thought of what is it more about hits? Is it more about bars? Is it more about how big of a catalog you have with regards to how many songs you have?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the most part, if I remember how this thing started, there was this. I think before it actually became a thing, probably where the idea came into inception, there was an event that happened where Swiss Beats and Just Blaze went up against one another. So they literally just played hit for hit to see who had the better catalog. And then I think, sometime later Swiss Beats was like, hey, let's make this a thing. So he's turned it into an actual thing. So like, I know he had the first battle against Timberland.
Yeah.
There was
we actually also had some here in South Africa.
Yeah, I
know Nasty C, MT had one.
Yeah,
I think Twizzy and Twizzy was a dude, Gemini.
Gemini Major.
Yeah.
So it's become like a popular thing now, So I think it's more based on the
hits.
The hits more than the catalog.
I thought it depends. That's where people's arguments are different because some have a different catalog to others. Some have the catalog on the streets perspective. Like the mixtapes and the impact you've done in the culture in the streets on a physical level. Some have the mainstream catalog where it's the hits that they made. But I think
for the sake of popularity's sake, more than likely it's going to end up being a hit versus hit type thing. Because if you look at people like Lil Wayne, bro, that has got tracks for days.
But that's what's the nice thing is when they play their tracks. Some do have, as you said, street catalog. Some have mainstream catalog. So they go toe to toe using their strategy of what was a hit on the mainstream that might verse that one, or what might be better from the street perspective. That's dope. So you get different reactions from people. Sometimes you'll be like, I've never heard this song, but people are going crazy on the live stream.
I feel like though they should think, especially with people like Busta Rhymes and Eminem, because they're known for rap.
That's the thing. Perfect.
But I feel like they need to separate it. What's okay, right now, give me what you feel is a hit. Give me what you feel is a hit. Give me what you feel we went hard when it comes to rap. I give you the same thing. Then we can judge it from the rap parts and the hits.
I would like because it was DMX and Snoop Dogg that went head to head in the same room. I would like that. So I think Monica and Brandy went together in the same as well. I think
I'm not too sure.
I'm not too sure if I remember correctly, but that would be nice for Eminem and Busta Rhymes. Same room.
Honestly speaking, to me, that battle doesn't make sense.
What?
Busta and Eminem.
It'd be the perfect thing, bro.
It does.
It makes perfect sense.
Like, then who makes sense to Eminem?
Think of it. They came up from the same in the same generation. Busta's slightly older.
In a sense, but Busta was around before M was. So at the time when M was coming up, Busta was already established.
Yeah.
So it's to me, it's like
it comes again. Him was established.
Do you feel like he needs another OG to go up against?
I don't think so. Because there aren't any OGs that can battle with Busta on his catalog, and you can't put someone like Jay-Z or anything like that because they're on a totally different level. But Eminem's perfect because, in a sense, even though Busta Rhymes was early 90s, he was with what is the group
Flip
again?
Mode.
Flip Mode.
Leaders on the New School.
Leaders of the New School.
Yeah. D12 was also D12 is Eminem.
Eminem,
D12, but Eminem came from the battle rap, so even though in that
Busta,
time.
though.
So did Busta, but I'm saying Busta had traction mainstream for with Leaders of the New School, where Eminem was still in the underground. So that's where again streets and mainstream.
That's exactly.
You know
but the thing is, at that time, when M was still dropping like underground stuff, Busta was already mainstream.
So who was there that was mainstream at that time?
But Busta only again. Let me
honestly, if I had to put them together, if I had to put up a battle for Busta, I'd say Q-Tip.
You see, but that's where he falls off in the terms of longevity. Because at the end of it,
why
they came up together, they made hits. Q-Tip was like, I won't lie, that's a good choice. But however, when it comes to the late 2000s, he doesn't have much of a catalog. But he only had I Want to Thank You with Busta Rhymes.
Busta had that period as well where he was very quiet. He dropped like a track every couple years. But for the most part, he was quiet.
But this is where I feel Eminem's perfect.
Foundation, though. He had good foundation for a long time. But even when he was quiet, he was killing features.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you.
For sure. Okay.
When he was quiet, if you feature Busta Rhymes in a track and you're a rapper, you're in trouble.
Okay. But then you got to consider this. Q-Tip's production as well.
Okay, yeah.
Because if you had
He's
to
been a producer the whole
into
time.
The mix,
the
man's never been quiet.
Because he can just lay out a whole bunch of songs that he's produced against Busta. Right. Okay, but this is my little take. Okay, so we've got Busta Rhymes, Leaders of the New School.
And honestly speaking, Busta and Q-Tip had a moment where they used to rap together. The Abstract and the Dragon. So can you imagine them going against one another? Like it would make for good.
Okay, but you gotta hear me out now. Okay, you gotta hear me out now. Okay, so Busta Rhymes only really made a big hit or impact in '96, right? When it came to like Flip Mode and his own individual solo stuff.
Yeah.
Eminem came shortly after 98, 99 with Hi My Name.
He was just around
that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to being solo artists, it's not too far away from each other in that sense. And the build up from there, and plus they both do chopping. When it comes to rapping, they both have the speed rapping behind them. So that's interesting to be like, if Busta had to throw Look At Me Now, Eminem can throw like Rap God and stuff like that. We can pitch it like that. And when it comes to like Busta being quiet, Eminem had bad records. Supposedly bad records when it comes to sales. So it's like it would be I think it makes sense. I'm not saying that it's wrong because the Q-Tip and Busta is a great idea.
Dope, but it's just which one strategically sounds.
It just sounds like it's more appealing. Eminem and Busta being that it makes sense if people have brought it up. In the social media platforms, it makes sense.
It makes
interesting.
I feel like this is one of those topics that will go on and never stop. With that being said, this past weekend,
that was nice. I like that. It was nice.
So on other hip hop news, this past weekend, I was so excited to be a part of, or to attend rather, album launch of Lord Scripture in Durban. Oh man, it was quite dope. You know, it was nice to see the Durban hip hop scene out and about and alive. And listen, I must say, man, Durban has dope music.
Bro, Durban got the best music. Durban got the rawest, best talents ever, all the time. Always
all the time. It's always moving.
Yeah.
The launch was dope. Script had live auto tune.
Yeah.
All day, every day. One of my favorite songs is definitely, he got a song with Nels. I'll make you guys listen to it. But if you haven't listened to the project, stream it live. Check out Lord Script. It's called Monotheism. It's quite dope. Man, Celestial Mike.
Yeah.
Man, he's been dope from back then.
He's been dope from back then, bro.
Yeah, but man, I feel like he's like I don't know. I don't even want to say a deal. Just hope something big happens for you guys. But
you should bump the cheese up for him.
Yeah, Like, and Durban has a lot of artists, man.
A lot, bro.
What I just think is like Joe Burger is like the metropolis. Like they have more access. They're more accessible to a lot of the stuff that Durban isn't in terms of media and
TV and stuff,
and just connection and networking. I think that's the only difference. If we can bridge that gap somehow, so many Durban artists would just take off.
I get you. I feel for me right now, that's the advantage we have as Durban. Like before, I used to be in the system, so I always used to say, "Oh, Durban is so. I mean, Joburg is so lucky. They have all their media and everything that side, and so on." So at this point, I'm past that, and my mind is at we have to create our own media houses to do exactly what Joburg is doing. True story. I'm tired of thinking people have to move or this is what's happening.
Yeah, you know it's nice though over this whole COVID quarantine and this lockdown. A lot of artists have been popping up with music videos from Durban. There's a lot of people like bringing back the whole like colored brain, brain funk sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of music. I've been seeing so many MCs come out. So it's like everyone's pushing that independent music idea that, that we need in Durban. So that's nice. We need to just push it a little harder, because
support one another as well.
We have to.
If we can't do the mainstream thing, let's do the independent thing. Because I mean, we definitely will have a whole bunch of fans following. It's more more economically
friendly.
Open, they'll have more freedom as well, and not have so many constraints when it comes to like deals and record deals.
I agree with that. You know what I mean? How I see it is that it's not like before. Before, you used to have there used to be a lot of artists or a lot of creatives.
Yeah.
But in terms of video and photography, because equipment was expensive, not a lot of people were doing that.
Yeah.
Now things have switched.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, you can find someone to do a music video now. You can there's people to collaborate with almost in every area in every single street. So we just have to sort of formally be united in a sense that we're supporting each other's content, music, whatever you are dropping. All of us need to be honored to say, "Hey, this is what we are doing in KZN. Everybody, check this out," type of thing.
Nowadays,
instead of waiting, the industry must come to us.
Exactly. And that's how it should be.
Doing stuff that side.
And at the same time, just as people out there, it just takes a click, a like, a view. It's not that hard.
True.
Everyone has Spotify. You can get it for free, download for free. You have to pay for the premium if you really want the premium. But it doesn't have any ads. It's likewise with YouTube or anything else. Like everything's free and out there for everyone. And people are dropping, or everyone from Durban's dropping their stuff on these DSPs and these platforms. It's easy to get there. So you guys must just support. I feel like we should all come together as Durban and just support these hip hop artists.
Guys, please support. Durban has been doing some great things. A1 Wolf got the album out.
Shout out A1.
Out. DJ Wobbly is on the Jägermeister. He calls himself Uputwe Jäger. Because he got a nice partnership with Jägermeister. Nice. Actually, the advert for Jägermeister itself, I feel is one of the dopest because it was literally creatives. If you look there, there's Mozi, there's Rouge. I saw a couple of photographers, I think a few models, a few presenters here and there, makeup artists.
Nice.
So it's actually quite a dope advert to say, hey,
we were just watching it just before.
We were watching it just now to say, hey guys, come through. Instead of just, going through them. Let's empower, the industry since obviously this whole COVID thing, a lot of people took a setback. It was quite a nice ad and something nice.
Speaking of endorsements and stuff, shout out to Asante. Homie Sia, I think he's just partnered up with Stratton Gin. So everyone's making moves in Durban, bro.
Hey man, every day there's a lot of music videos that are out. I watched some. There's a track called Etegwini that just came out. I'll show you guys the video. Man, there's just always so much that Durban is doing, and a huge shout out to that. With that being said, Bhovamania. AKA got an album out.
Super mega.
I low-key do feel it's that whole like Nas and Jay-Z thing, that exchange where every time Nas puts something out, Jay-Z tries to steal the spotlight or overshine Nas. So I do feel ever since Casper dropped something, a bit of me feels like, okay, maybe AKA is slowly trying to just like,
Hey man, there's a lot of views on AKA's album. My thing that I think I told you guys is that the thing with AKA and Casper has been healthy competition for the longest time because for any field to grow and progress, there has to be competition. Otherwise, you're going to be chilled. But the thing that I'm starting to see about it is that even when they're both not in that competing mindset, that, you know what, I'm just taking out something for me and my people and what I'm going through. And the other one is like, okay, my vibe right now is here. Maybe I'm not emceeing or I'm not, putting some crazy lyrics or whatever. Even when they're not competing, automatically when they take out albums, people make them compete. Because they've been competing for so long.
That's
So
the
it's almost
thing,
like,
exactly.
but it's either this or H.8. This one took this out. And so I feel that's the strength and the downfall of their rivalry, if that makes sense.
The album doesn't sound like there's any beef or anything on, like,
I don't think
Mufasa.
Is it?
There's a name of the track called Mufasa.
Oh yeah.
When I just saw it, I thought it was gonna be beefy, but when I heard, it wasn't. But there was a few lines here and there. Listening carefully, there's a few lines here and there.
Okay, so maybe we might get some more,
What's
interesting.
What's your take on the album?
Okay, I do personally. You know what it is? Everyone can, you can as an artist make people feel like you're in your own lane. You're still doing your thing. You're still riding your wave, but they can still subliminally be that thing. Like, I'm trying to outshine this guy, even though it looks like I got the blinds up and like I'm in my own direction.
Okay.
I did still technically drop an album a few weeks after Casper. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you can still kind of slowly throw that shade over there. It's not exactly implied directly to that artist, but it could be at the same time. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretending my shades up. I'm doing my thing this way. I'm going in this direction, but let me just put some shade over your sunlight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel it could be in that there, because like the tracks that you played for me and stuff, it's vibey. As I said, I didn't hear anything like clapbacky or anything that's rebuttaling something from.
Do you think it's the best of AK?
I don't know. The track what is the track with KO? That was a fire track. I like the beats on that.
Yeah.
I like that track from the Gorgon City sample. That was nice.
With Shoma Josie and
with Shoma Josie, and they must have, as you were saying, they must have paid a lot for that.
I think it was Route 94, not
Route.
Gorgon City, that My Love. Anyway,
what?
Route 94.
Do you have an opinion?
Yeah, I do. I heard someone else's opinion on it, and I agree. It's nothing that we haven't heard already.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's like he hasn't done anything new. To me, what was his last album? That Levels.
No, Super. Which one? Touch My Blood. Yeah.
Okay, so
your Levels was back in the day.
To me, it's like it feels like he tried to just continue with that, and in a sense, maybe lost something because there's nothing fresh about it. There's nothing new. It sounds like a repeat of the previous album, to be very honest with you.
You know what it is? It's like,
not to say that it isn't dope.
It's just,
there is some spark to it. Like there's some dope tracks on
AKA.
But it's classic AKA. It's what we can expect.
Yeah.
There's no wow factor for me personally.
I think personally, when you kind of keep some sort of a sound, when you have some sort of a sound, and you stick to it, you over time, especially it's been like many other things, but like 6 years, even longer. After a while, you get over that sound. It's not that it's bad. It's just like, how do we change this kind of style that we're always hearing from you? You know what I mean?
The thing is, and to be honest with you, I think it was the same issue with Casper's album as well. Is that there was the same problem. It went like that, and then it just stagnated.
Which album?
The Casper's new album.
For you,
compared to the previous one that he had.
This album. I mean, that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe it's just my opinion.
That's your opinion, and
we don't want to initiate beef.
No, obviously not. I'm not trying to start.
This is my view. This is my view on it. I get what initially. Yeah. I think I had to be in two spaces. The first space was that it's like what I was saying. When I initially listened to it, my automatic response is comparing the two albums. That's my automatic response. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me really, try and, critique this album for myself and see. So now I really had to stay away from it for a while, come back and listen to it and get a bit understanding. One, the thing is, I don't know. Maybe I haven't been watching enough AKA material to understand what is his mindset when making the album. What type of sound was he going for and stuff like that. But one thing I've noticed with AKA, and another thing that, and I always see this with him, is that sometimes you listen to his music or his tracks the first couple of times, you're like, it's okay.
And then,
AKA makes music for radio play. That's what I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
Then after a while, I find myself,
it's like the slowly,
like,
it's like the slow burn. You know,
right.
it's like,
Then after a month or so, next thing you know, radio play. After a while, you're bumping the whole thing in December, and you're on some calm.
It's like Tabasco. So it's like you eat it, like, okay, it's a small sting and it goes away, but then you feel in the back of the throat later. Like, you know, it's like.
So I think for me, if that was his vision, that he's just wanting to make music, make something good, something that people can vibe to, during December. He's not trying to go for some beefy hardcore rap album, strictly hip hop, whatever the case is. Then he made what he was supposed to do. So taking it back from not comparing it to A, B, C, and D, it's that. Now, I do understand the other part that we, as people or as followers or as people who enjoy his craft, we might have certain expectations that maybe you're like, I wish I could have heard,
I just think it's a really
some tracks that are like this. Then that's where maybe other opinions will come in. That
I just really think it's a good move strategically to drop it now, because summer's coming up and some of those hits I've heard, those bangers I've heard, they bops. Like,
and the thing is, you are going to end up hearing them on the radio. Like, it's those type of tracks.
That's what I'm saying. By the time they cycle, by the time summertime comes out, December, January, and it's holiday time. It's gonna be in rotation in a big way. So No,
I agree. I definitely think he's kind of mastered the art of making music for radio. Because I mean, let's be honest. If you're gonna compare him and Casper, they two completely different artists. They don't make the same type of music. AKA makes tracks for the club. Let's just put it that way. So if you out, you're gonna hear an AKA track somewhere along the line.
But sorry to cut you there. I think what also happened is that some of the tracks that he released before were bars for bars. Like we say in composure. Josie. So people will always still have that expectation of, hey, remember, we also do know you for this.
We
also, so we still want to hear some of this. So that's what I'm saying. That's where the expectation comes in. And that's where people have different opinions. I like the album. Someone else was like, I wanted to hear some bars. I want to hear AKA. So the thing is, I don't know. I didn't watch too many interviews and I didn't do my research properly. Maybe there was an interview where it was like, yo, listen, the album that I'm doing, Bhovamania, is just literally for this, for feel good, or I don't know.
If you think about the whole concept, I mean, even the graphic work on the album, he's going on the whole WrestleMania thing,
Okay, so expecting that.
You expecting, you're not expecting bars. You're expecting the radio, the radio tracks. That's what you're expecting at the end of the day. And I mean, there was that thing that happened, I remember in the beginning of lockdown.
The fight.
No, not a fight. There was that whole thing with the red light thing for the artists and the creatives when they had that whole thing on Instagram. I know there was something that was released around that time where he was complaining that how lockdown hits him hard, he's down to his last million. And I was like, must be nice, People are out here starving and you complaining about being down to your last million. So maybe this is a plan to say, well, hey, let me try and replenish the bank accounts. So let me put out something that I know is going to get radio play.
I don't think anybody who's in their last million will say they're on their last million.
Yeah. This is true.
I don't know. That's just me. I don't think.
But that's the thing. This is what we've come to expect from him.
I know.
He's always the.
Man, there's a lot going on. On the other hand, we have the vampire, the international vampire that does not want to age.
Yes. Just like
Pharrell, he took out what?
Yeah, no, he's got a partnership, a collaboration with Allure Skincare. He's just started his own skincare range. Ooh. Well, it didn't start his own. He's just joined up with them, with Allure, and they've collaborated.
And honestly speaking, he's probably the perfect person to put on a skincare.
I don't even think not to say he doesn't use it, but I don't even think he was using. He's just had that skin. He just had that skin for many years. he's had good genes when it comes to skin. I think Allure's using him and his skin to promote their product.
Maybe he's like you. He has a skincare.
I remember.
Bruh, Pharrell's pushing 50, bruh. Let's just think about this.
He's almost 50.
The man's pushing 50. And look at him, bruh.
Yes.
But you know,
looks younger than me.
I do remember someone commenting and complimenting his skin. He's like, I just use soap. He's like, I was like, yo, like you just use soap.
Man's out there using bar soap.
People always tell you the dumbed down version of, nah, just use sunlight. Meanwhile, back home, you open the cabinet, it's stocked up. But in public,
you'll be here for days.
I think it just goes with healthy living and stuff. Because if you look at us, we live a clean life. We drink a lot of water, and for our ages, we don't look our age. True. We don't want to give away our ages, but
you know, 21. True. I had my 21st birthday on the 28th of October. It's been good. So
mine's coming up in December, you know. So
your birthday is coming up.
My 21st is coming up.
Your birthday is coming up in December.
I'm turning 20 next year in April.
Well, my friend, you shouldn't have shot that low, bro. You gave it away.
But I do look younger than you guys.
You gave it away. The youngest
I felt younger than them.
The youngest you could ever look is 28.
That's a sting.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. That's a low blow.
Ouch. I rebuke those words.
Go deeper, Papa.
Go deeper, Papa. No, but we do look young, like for our ages. So maybe, I mean, and he's a guy that does push that as well, like clean living. He doesn't smoke stuff. He doesn't like get belligerently drunk.
Say that word again.
Belligerently.
My goodness, I just learned something at a podcast.
Hold on, let me just get a dictionary.
Bruh.
I need a thesaurus. Listen, man, with that being said, on other news, on more the TV side of things before we leave you guys. Yeah. So there's a series called Snowpiercer. Yeah. All right? Okay. Snowpiercer, you said you watched the movie. I've seen the movie. I'm only watching the series right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm bringing this up because earlier on we were talking about The Simpsons.
Oh,
The Simpsons had a episode. What happened there?
Yeah, so people have done some digging now. Obviously, like they do. The internet is always digging for stuff. In light of the whole election and everything that happened recently. So somebody found clips from an episode of The Simpsons. Now, obviously, I don't know how true this is. You know, it's the internet. You got to take everything with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
But somebody found clips from an episode where people were voting with masks on.
Okay.
The Simpsons guys.
So there were clips of they were voting with masks on, and then skip a little bit more forward into the episode, there ended up being this huge war where like Homer Simpson was like dressed up in this like homemade military.
In January there's gonna be a war.
And the date was January 2021.
So now
everyone's assuming that,
everybody's waiting. The whole world is not going to work for January.
Hey, bruh.
But if you think of it, 70, how many days is Trump staying in office?
73. Because he's refusing to
I mean, that's about 10 days or 11 days after, like if you think of
what was
2 months, because we're in November, we're in December, that's about 60 some odd days. Add a few more days, we're in January. It could be.
It could be
2021.
It could be a proverbial war, as in like, because I mean, obviously Trump at the moment is putting up a fight.
Hey, Trump, listen, whatever laws you need to get passed, pass them now and lock them. These people mustn't come with these weird laws, because whatever laws you'll adapt there. Yeah. Our weird presidents from I don't know somewhat feel like they must now take the same thing and bring it to Africa. Yeah. So whatever you're doing, just quickly do it and seal it up.
Switch it up and
so the reason why I'm mentioning Snowpiercer, right? So Snowpiercer is about this train that has 1,000 or 100 or 1,000 cars. The whole concept of it is that the whole world was getting too hot and stuff like that. So scientists did an experiment to try and make the sun cooler. But when they did that, things went south and the whole earth is freezing up.
Okay.
So the whole of humanity is now stuck on this train. What people don't know is that, or the people that got on the train, is that the first class is the billionaires. As it goes, it sort of decreases. Until you get people at the end who sort of entered by way of force when the train is about to take off. So those people have no resources whatsoever. So they're just stuck in the train at the back. In order for you to move from one cart and upgrade to another, obviously there's laws and money and whatnot, but there's a chip that they put put into this, and the chip is the only thing that opens up the door. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because have you seen that in Netherlands and I think Switzerland and stuff like that, they already started using the chips to pay.
Oh, the RFID chip,
It's actually, it's real. It's like
people are using it
they're using it right now to pay. Like it's not what's the word? It's not like a hoax.
Like
it's not
conspiracy.
Wow. It's not a conspiracy.
It's actually happening.
Like they're using it for offices to open office doors. You want to buy lunch, dude, you just put your hand
Why
there.
would you want to put something in you? Like
it just goes in here.
Jeez,
Now I'm laughing at the fact that you remember that even religiously, this whole chip thing was coming years. And we've been
all the conspiracy theories and everything.
When we've been so desensitized to the fact that it's happening now. And that Snowpiercer series is quite dope because it sort of shows you somewhat in that series the system that this world runs in.
Yeah.
Because the people on top they sort of need the chaos or the control at the back. They can live their life. So it's just so funny that that one chip controls where you are and the level of life that you live in.
Jeez. That's crazy. Because my thing, I still thought that we were still like on the whole RFID vaccination chip thing for the COVID. I don't know that it's like being done already. So that means
people are taking it freely. People are like, I want
crazy.
That's
you don't have to carry your wallet all the time and you don't have to carry this. I'd rather just use the chip to
is it really that inconvenient that you have to get something implanted in you?
Like how much more convenience do you want? You can just use your phone to buy. You can tap with your phone.
But if you remember 10 years back when this whole, all these, whether it's religious theories on this, that, everyone was like, never. I will never put a chip in my body. Never. It will never happen.
So and now they're like,
it's happen quite now, like right now. It's like
and that's the thing, bro. Like people don't realize how. And this was my whole theory with the whole Simpsons thing, but I won't get into too much detail. Is that over the years we become more like when these like outlandish ideas first pop up, everyone was like, I'll never do this. I'll never do that. Then you give it time. It's like, maybe. I don't know. And then to the point where like, okay, cool. Let me just do it.
So you saying they prepped us? The reason
back then, they started prepping already. Okay, cool. Around this time, they'll be okay with it. So
that's so true.
They capture data. People capture data. And it just goes like to show, even with the TikTok and the China thing back a couple months ago when they were going to be banned and stuff like that. They were capturing data to kind of like get an idea of people's movements and people's not physical movement, but people's direction towards certain things, so they can use it against them. That's the whole theory behind it. But there's always data captured of us and society, and what's the next steps to take, which is why they're always coming up with these weird things. Well, obviously, as society, you can't rule out natural human flaw where humans are going to be like, no, I don't want this to happen. I don't want that to happen.
So unless you've mastered the arts of controlling the masses via
so it's all that back and forth thing. Because look at how Bill Gates and the whole vaccine and everything.
People went crazy
to say that he planned that whole thing. But guys, if you get a chance, Netflix, watch two things. David Attenborough and Snowpiercer.
I'm definitely watching Snowpiercer after this.
So guys, if you do get a chance, make sure you check that out. A dog somehow appeared on Farron's back. Don't ask me how, man. Magic. You make these things happen. Happen. Elon Musk, before we go, what is happening?
Yeah, hey, dude, like it's going down in Chinatown. So he tweeted, I don't know if it was this week, but sometime soon. Apparently he got tested 4 times in one day.
Did he do that on purpose?
He did it. I don't know if he did it on purpose or he had to do it.
I doubt he had to. I'm sure he was probably just...
Yeah, he was probably doing it as a I don't know, some sort of weird experiment. So he got tested apparently 4 times in one day. Exactly the same way, same method, didn't change anything. All went to the same labs, wada. Got the test results back. 2 came back positive, 2 came back negative. And he's like, how? This doesn't make any sense. So now he's got this whole thing of like, nah, there's something up here. Something's fishy. So bro.
You see, this thing is hectic. I don't know. Maybe do you think it goes back to the whole asymptomatic and what that some people have it, but they don't really get the effects of it, and some people don't? Or maybe is it something we have that's just suppressed in us? And depending on the test you do, you might find it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, because I remember when this pandemic initially started, when they were rolling out, was the World Health Organization were rolling out all these like kind of like compulsory, get testings. There was that one president's African country, I can't remember exactly what country it was. He had 4 different things tested that weren't human, and 3 of them came back positive
for COVID.
One of them was a pawpaw. One was a goat.
Pawpaw the fruit.
Pawpaw the fruit. Papaya. And it came back positive. It came back that the papaya had COVID. Whoa. And he was like, this doesn't make any sense. Not one of them were human. All of them were like, it was either animal or fruits or something. And 3 out of the 4 came back positive. He's like, what?
Now we're not taking away that it can't, that it's not, doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I think
but
it does
question the testing of it. Though,
yeah, exactly. And how seriously can you actually take the test? Because, I mean, even now when it comes down to the soccer, I mean, over the weekend we had the Euro games going on. There was some of the players, there was 2 incidents with the one Irish player. He got tested before the game. He didn't get his test results until after the game, and after the game, he found out he tested positive. He went and played a whole game now, being positive, could have exposed himself to everyone else in the field. There was another where a guy got pulled off at halftime because why? He got his test results back just before the half ended. They found out he tested positive, so they substituted him and sent him to quarantine, bro.
Any other podcast, we are testing here.
Yeah.
If we find out during the thing, hey. Anyways, in South Africa, we only find out tomorrow.
That's the thing, bro. So it's crazy out here, bro.
Hey guys, crazy. You know what? It's always great chatting to you guys, man. There's a lot of things happening. We had more topics. Some other people are in Malawi as we speak. But you just if you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey,
if you need to make
run for the hills, right?
Make the moves. But okay, like not to speak whatever about it, but if you can jump over to another country, that means you have the means and the money.
Exactly.
Exactly. Are you connected, bro?
But like but you say all these assets are you have a lot of assets in Durban. We're talking about Bushiri, right?
Yeah. What are going to happen to his assets that are this side?
I have no idea. My question is, does Malawi have extradition?
I don't know.
They want to South Africa to write a formal letter for that.
Now, my thing, that's my thought on the whole thing is like, is that not the reason why he ran then? Because he knows, once I'm there, they can't get me out the country. So I'm safe there. So
countries also have that. If you like you're a crime in Botswana and I'm here.
Yeah, I think China is one of them where they won't extradite their own citizens. So
my man.
If they go and do something wrong in a different country, they come back into China. Say Germany comes knocking, hey, check out, we want this man. They'll be like, nope.
China. Listen, man,
I might be wrong.
I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying yes to crime. But hey, man, listen, man, you guys gotta.
If he ran away because of that, and he knew, hey, check out, Malawi doesn't have extradition, they're not gonna kick me out the country. I would have ran too, bro.
Game plan, bro.
Game plan.
Game plan.
At least someone on the inside would say like, yo, come through.
Because think about it. What would you rather do?
Yeah.
Go to jail or just risk losing some cash?
Ish. I know.
Baba,
I'm going, bro.
Exactly. He can go to Malawi and start all over again. Exactly. Not that he would have to, because he's still who he is. But yeah, I'll take a loss. It's fine. I'll take that L. But at least I'm staying out of jail.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes.
Cheat codes.
Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta
do. Bro.
Guys, it's always good hanging out.
It's always good. Man. We had the qualms once again.
Oh, David.
We brought the qualms to you.
Listen, I'm not agreeing to this. I don't know what qualms are, so I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not saying yes to nothing.
Qualms is another word for like problems.
Yeah. Like I say for issues. I have an issue with you. I've got a qualm with you.
It's an actual word in dictionary.
Yeah, it's a real word.
It just sounds wrong.
I know. That's so funny though. We got the qualms.
Is that higher grade English?
Yeah, no.
It's been another good one though.
Episode 6, man. It's always been good. Always good to see you guys. Day, huge shout out to the one and only Gift.
One and only Gift. Shout out, man. Thanks for being there.
Yeah,
man. Next week we're gonna be back with another one. More topics.
Definitely.
You guys have stuff that you want us to touch
might be outside, might be inside. Just depending.
We haven't decided yet. Depends on the weather.
The weather is now playing games again with us.
Which is why Mika's sitting right next to me now, because the thunder might come, so she gets scared when it gets dark like this. That's why she was shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
So Yeah, she gets a little nervous around the
They can
thunder.
pick up the vibrations.
Yeah.
Man,
And we had
crazy.
Guy Fawkes last night. Not Guy Fawkes, Diwali.
Diwali, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So,
happy
all the
Diwali.
noises
Happy
and stuff.
Diwali to everyone who celebrates
the
it.
fireworks are going down.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Some people say Diwali, some people say Diwali. Which one is it?
I think it's Diwali.
They say
Diwali, the W.
But it's spelled to the
Diwali.
W.
I work with a lot of Indians and they were all saying Diwali this week. So
Diwali.
I don't know what's what. Yeah.
And Deepavali, what's
Okay,
Deepavali
okay.
now?
Who
I've heard of
knows,
that
bruh?
too. I've heard of
Who
that
knows,
too.
bruh? Who knows? I don't
But
know.
it's a for those who want to know, it's a traditional.
festival of
it's a
lights.
festival of lights.
It's
yeah.
the new year for
It's like
them,
the
right?
4th of July in America
No, I
where
think
they
it's,
blow stuff.
I think it's a Christmas.
Fireworks. It's something like Christmas.
That's what somebody explained to me.
It's something like
their
Christmas, yeah.
Okay, so it's not a new year. It's not a start of
not a
another
new year.
calendar.
No.
The festival
it's
of
like
lights.
their Christmas, like their Christmas.
But like the Indian culture is very festive. They have the festival of colors, festival of lights. It's just it's one of those festivals, I think.
Yeah, I think I might be mistaken here, and I probably
Yeah,
am.
man, you in
Celebrating
Devon, so
and stuff.
watch what you say. If they want to get you, they'll get you.
But
real
I
quick.
think that festival. No, the festival of color is something different.
There's
Never
something
mind.
different, but I'm
Never
saying
mind.
that
Yeah.
also it's a
You're
festive.
talking about color fest now.
Yeah.
Those are runs and paints and everything.
No, but they
else.
adapted it from
the Indian culture.
the Indian tradition.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just see how everyone's doing yoga now, all of a sardine, all namasteing. Where do you think that came from?
Namaste right here.
Namaste right here.
Hey guys, listen, man, it's been good all day, every day.
Yeah.
Name is Mohan Namapumulo. Please make sure that you follow the UAP podcast on socials. We're up on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Twitter. We're not on Twitter.
Yeah, we're on Twitter.
Instagram.
Yeah,
We're on
we are.
Twitter.
We're on
And
Twitter.
Instagram.
My bad. Hey,
And
listen,
Apple-
I'm about to get fired, man.
Breaker podcast, Pocket Cast,
Cast.
Apple,
Anchor,
Google
Apple
Podcasts,
Podcasts, Google
Spotify,
Podcasts.
the one and only.
We're on all the DSPs, guys, so you
Yeah.
can check us out.
YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, YouTube. I was thinking YouTube should start a
book face.
podcast. Like they're like little
That book
area
face.
of YouTube, just a little page.
They possibly
where it's
will.
just-
But
they
I
should-
mean, they got YouTube Music now, so I wouldn't be surprised if sometime it might
You
happen.
should
Yeah.
actually check if podcasts are up there.
yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much, man.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much.
good.
It's your boy Farron, aka Lord Fahrenheit, aka Skinny
Here we go.
Cappuccino,
My
aka
goodness.
Yeah.
infamous Foxtrot Hotel. That stands for FH. Oh yes, the original Wheezy F, baby,
Oh,
and the F is
wow.
for forecast.
Oh, come on.
At least my name starts with an F, so Wheezy F. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Lil Wayne Wheezy. What does the F stand for his name? You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
For many things.
I digress.
Yeah, man. Who's the other guy next to me?
The infamous Jamie. That's it.
It's never
AKA
just
Mkaba.
Jamie. Yes,
Mkaba. Sorry, man.
young
That's,
spaghetti hips.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, the pop, lock, and dropper.
Must have flow like water.
Yeah,
Like that water.
Jumbo Slice.
Ah.
Mr. Woodwards himself.
Listen, man, we can't end our podcast without giving a shout out to the man behind the scenes, making sure that we look good. The one and only GIFT. I
Yes.
spelled that right.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a man. I went to school. I'm telling you.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Gift
The
is being
gift,
good always every
Nkosi.
day, man.
Thanks
Pa,
a
pa,
lot.
pa, pa,
Yes.
pa.
Pa, 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 pa. Why is he in the back still? Normally he runs around the
You're
front.
supposed to be in the front,
Yeah,
but
bro, what's
move,
going
move
on,
yourself.
Oh, wait. All right, guys. Cheers. Been a good. See you next week. Peace.